Well, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making some beef jerky. I'm going to be making my marinade. I'll show you how I make my marinade for my beef jerky. I think you'll like it. I've got my all my ingredients here. I have my beef. It already comes pre-sliced, which is always a good thing. I have my ingredients of my Worcestershire sauce. I have some chipotle sauce. And you can only find this particular sauce in the city where I live. But I will, he's got a website, so I'll put that in the links, and you can always order it directly from him, or you can make your own. I have some balsamic vinegar. I have some honey. I have some garlic, some onion salt, or powder, onion powder, some regular seasoned salt. I have some teriyaki sauce, and I have some regular soy sauce. Alright, I'm going to get started with my marinade. Oh, and the brown sugar. Can't forget the brown sugar. Okay, so I'm going to take a cup of soy sauce. I'm going to take a cup of the teriyaki sauce. And since that only has just a little bit left in there, I'm going to go ahead and throw it on. I'm going to pour it in there. It's probably not even... Okay, it came out to a half a cup, but it's not worth holding on to. So, a cup and a half of the teriyaki sauce. About a good tablespoon of, it's probably more than a tablespoon, of Worcestershire sauce. We have some balsamic vinegar, about a half a teaspoon or tablespoon of that. We have a little bit of honey. Listen, just drizzle it in there. Just a little bit. I'm not real fond of honey, but it does make things taste good. A little bit of the Diamond Jim's chipotle sauce. So it's a little thick. So it's got a little bit of a kick to it. Like I said, it's a little thick. That's why I'm using that. Okay, that should be about just about a good sized teaspoon of that. What's that over there? Then we need to have some garlic. Gotta have the garlic. That should be enough garlic. That's probably a good tablespoon. You know, sometimes I don't measure things. I just gotta eye it. Some onion salt. Some seasoned salt. Okay, it's not going to need any salt or pepper because that chipotle sauce has enough of that in it already. And last but not least, we're going to throw in our brown sugar. And this is all that's left in the bag. So it's probably about a good half of a cup. So I'm just going to toss it in there. And we're going to mix it all up. It's really easy. It doesn't take that long to put together. It's going to marinate for at least, I like to marinate it for at least 24 hours. So, I mean, minimum, I'd say 12 hours. Minimum. But I like a good 24-hour marinade to get all those flavors in there and just really let the beef soak them up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my beef into my baggies. It's double bagged because when I pour the marinade in there, I don't want it to leak all over my refrigerator. So we're going to go ahead and just layer my beef into my bag. Doesn't have to be pretty. Wash my hands. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour my marinade into my bag. I want to make sure I get all that goodness that's left in here in my bag. I'm going to seal the first bag. Go. And then I'm going to seal the second bag. Now, we're just going to mix it up like this. Make sure to get all those flavors in there. And every couple hours, I'm just going to kind of give it a nice little shake and a nice little turn. And okay, I'm going to marinate this in my fridge for 24 hours. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Well, good morning. Do you remember yesterday I made a marinade for some beef jerky, and I said that I was going to put it in the refrigerator for 24 hours, and it's been 24 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and start this cooking. I have my dehydrator all ready to go. So let me get this out of the bag and show you how we do it. Yes, my hands are clean. I washed them, but I'll there. wash them up again. Have a towel ready because it's going to get messy. All right, so we're just going to pull this out of here. I'm going to pull from the bottom because that's where a lot, you know, that's just better marinade. And I'm just going to place it right on my dryer, just like so. And I'm going to get the next tray on. It might take a couple trays. That's it. Let me wash my hands again. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this into the garbage. I'm not going to pour it down my sink or anything like that, so I'm just going to toss it in the garbage. All right, now I'm going to put my dehydrator lid on top. This is a Nesco dehydrator. And it actually does really well. I'm really impressed with it. And I'm going to turn it up all the way to 160 degrees if you look down here. Let me show you. If you look right there, there's the temperatures. So this is turned all the way up to 160 degrees. And I'm going to cook it for about 6 or 7 hours. And if you look right down here, it also has a little menu that tells you what temperature to cook your items in. This is a good little dehydrator. I use it quite often for a lot of things. I dry fruits and I dry herbs and some vegetables in there. You can make fruit roll-ups. It comes with when you buy this, it comes with a plastic tray that you can actually make homemade fruit roll-ups into, which I've done before, and they came out really good. I might make a video on that at a later date. Maybe in the summer, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you in about 6 or 7 hours when this is done. Okay, we are back. It's been about 7 hours since I put this on. So, and I've checked it every couple hours. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take this lid off. And I'm going to unplug it. And about an hour or so ago, I did make some cuts into it. Doesn't that look good? And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and trim the fat off of your, that's the best way to do it, off your jerky. So we're going to have one plate for the fat and one plate for the jerky. And you're really not going to lose that much. Yes, my hands are clean. And I'm going to go ahead and cut them in a little bit more bite-sized pieces. Just like that. I'm actually going to try this. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. Got a nice flavor to it. So I'm going to cut up all my squares, all my pieces, and again, I'm trimming that fat off of it because you don't want to store that. I'm going to get the rest of this trimmed up. And I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to put it into a baggie. Okay, well, I've got all the fat trimmed off of my jerky pieces. It's actually easier for me to trim the fat off of the meat after it's cooked, because then you could just take either a knife, or in my case I took a pair of scissors and just cut it off and trimmed it off, because you don't want to store that. You don't want to eat that. That's just like gross. Flavorful, yes, I would agree, but as for storing it, no, you don't want to do that. And this is the finished product. And it came out really nice and tender and juicy. And it smells delicious. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it into my baggie here. You can put it into a food saver bag if you want it to. It's not going to last that long. I'm not using it for long-term storage. I actually made it as a treat for a lot of my coworkers. So I'm going to take it to work tomorrow and give it to my coworkers because they just love that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the baggie and just take it to work with me tomorrow as a snack, as a treat. This was really easy to put together. It didn't really take that long. The marinade, like I said, is just like, I prefer a 24-hour marinade. You can do it in as little as 12 hours if you like. It's really up to you how you want to marinate your meat. There's all kinds of jerky recipes online, on the internet, even in magazines. You know, you can come up with your own recipes that you like. It's a good staple. If you have a food sealer, I have one. I'm not going to use it, but if you had a food sealer, you could put a little bit in each bag and take some to work with you as a snack. Or on hunting trips, if you hunt or if you fish, makes for a good snack. You know what's in it when you make it. You know what's in it. There's all kinds of reasons as to why you should do this yourself. I can't even begin to name them all. I would highly recommend you getting a food dehydrator and trying this yourself. You might be surprised at what you can come up with, because this stuff is really yummy. Really yummy. Alrighty. There you go. Fresh homemade jerky. That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.